What's up, guys? We're back and we keep covering the upcoming Samurai MMA card with a guy that we've seen before at Samurai MMA. He was there fighting on the only event that took place. It's our guy, Patrick Connors. What's
Yes,
up, man?
sir. Not much, man. Feeling good. Another good week wrapping up today. Good week of training.
For sure, my man. It's coming close, this card, man.
hmm
It's approaching really fast. It took a while before they were able to
Yeah.
announce the matchups and stuff because they had problems with the commission the time before. We all remember,
hmm
and so they were really, really, really careful this time in announcing the matchups. But finally, we got it. They're publics. You're
Yeah.
fighting a French guy named Quentin Arola.
hmm
Uh, Who's that guy? Do you know anything about him?
when his name was first offered to me, I didn't know him. He's not on the scene, right? But I looked him up. I saw he's a jujitsu black belt. I think he owns his own martial arts school, and yeah, he seemed like a good test. Another guy to try to take me down, right? And that's what I've been working on, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for what he brings.
For sure. And like you said, BJJ Black Belt, was it like the type of matchup you were looking for? Like, do you feel like you got some to, not to prove, but maybe to prove to yourself to be able to defeat that type of, of opponent that, like you said, is going to be wanting to take you down once again and do
hmm
the stuff that your past opponent have been doing to you?
Yeah, it is the type. It's the test that I haven't passed yet, so I want to keep trying at it, right? And I'm confident in my grappling skills. I'm confident in my striking, and I know he has his jiu-jitsu black belt, but all these guys I've been facing are good grapplers. They're all really high level grapplers, and I'm just working on that skill as well. Um, I'm not going to underestimate him in the striking. I'm not going to go in there and think I can walk through him. I'm going to take it seriously, and use long straight shots, move on my feet, and I was a little bit rushed in my last fight. I kind of wanted to I saw all of Fred's highlights and it got me really amped. And I wanted to go in there and throw hands, right? And so this time I'm just going to be nice and cool and calm, let the fight play out naturally. Because,
For sure, man.
yeah.
But with Fred, the thing is that man, this fucking guy still ruins me every time I roll with him.
Mhm.
And like I've been rolling, so I kind of feel how you might feel about that fight. Because man, this fucking guy, man, he's super submission oriented, and when he grabs onto your neck, like in any way, it be in a guillotine, a side choke, or naked choke, the guy's got one
Tight
of the
squeeze. Yeah.
craziest squeeze like I've
Mhm.
experienced for sure.
Yeah, no, I felt it out. That arm triangle, he didn't have to pass far to the other side, right? Usually the arm triangle, the guy's laying off almost perpendicular to you, but he was applying a crazy amount of pressure from like a knee on belly position. Um, yeah, I think I can't put myself steps behind, but I'm still working from the worst positions possible. That's what a big focus of this camp has been, is I'm putting myself in the worst positions and I'm fighting out of that. Um, Obviously, I want to keep the fight standing on my terms. I'm not afraid to be on top of this guy despite his jiu-jitsu black belt. I'm comfortable on the top. I'm just going to keep the grappling on my terms, and I'm training a lot to defend these terrible positions. But ideally, I control the fight right from the opening bell. I really think that the work I've been doing with my coach is bringing a lot of things together on my ability to move on the outside and really maximize my reach and my advantage.
For sure. And the thing that like people gotta take in consideration before this fight too is that yes, you may have not like won your past fights, But you fought like some of the best prospects out there. Like
Mhm.
Maxime Poulain is in a very important matchup on this same card. Then you've got Mike McAlloon, who's like absolutely crazy grappler.
Yeah,
Then the guy in the US, Dakota Hope Lewis, 5-1 now, probably on his way to getting a bigger opportunity to.
hmm,
Then you fight Fred, who's one of the like the most hyped up prospects in Quebec. Now, yes, you're fighting a good grappler, like you say, a guy who's got his black belt, but like another guy with probably not the record that he wanted to have in MMA. So
hmm.
it's probably like I don't know the guy. I maybe just be talking through my head. I haven't like had time to look at the what he's doing really and some of
Yeah,
his fights. But I feel like it's a way more manageable test. Like this guy is not
for sure.
a super hyped up prospect or a guy that we expect to become a UFC fighter or whatever.
He's looking at my record and thinking the same. This is a guy who's been losing by submissions, and I'm looking at his record, and he has 3 losses by strikes. Um, when I compare myself to the guys he's submitting, they're not on my level. Uh, I haven't seen his TKO losses, but I have TKO wins, and I I I feel confident on the feet, and I feel confident that I'm going to be able to shut this guy's wrestling down. And really, I'd like him to feel uncomfortable in there within a few minutes. I'm not going to try to take him out right away. I'm just going to show him that he's going to have nothing for me on the feet. And when we move around, after I've shown him that he's got nothing for me, that's when I'll start picking him apart.
For sure. And the thing about his record too is that like when he's fought competent fighter, he lost basically.
Hmm.
That which is not the case with you. You got good wins. You fought Joe Patagus. You fought like Cody Can. They're good fighters. They're guys that
Mhm.
have won some MMA fights. That's really not the case with him, to be quite honest. Like he fought a 0-1 guy and twice the same guy who had like a I think 4-11 record or something like that. So I feel like yes, he might be back there saying, "Oh, I'm gonna submit this guy. There's gonna be no problem." And when
Mhm.
he just gets into the cage with you, that's when he'll feel like the difference in competition that you both guys face right now in your careers.
Yeah, I've just been uh, as as often as I can. I've been fighting, and I'm going to continue doing that, taking on big challenges. And my record doesn't look good, but I'm stepping up to bat, and I'm going to keep getting better.
That's what Daniel told me about you. He said, Patrick Connors, you call him. He's like, I got a guy for you. Okay, yes, I accept. You don't want to know the name? Don't care.
Yeah, no,
Don't care. I accept. Like any weight class, any name, you're just down like that.
I want to fight the best guys, so there's not a name around that I'll be turning down.
That's for sure. So if we try to recap a little bit, like of course you're probably not happy with the results of your first samurai fight, but generally, how was the experience?
Oh no, I love the show. I really liked the atmosphere that we had going on, and everyone was very professional, treating me kindly, and it was smooth. It was smooth sailing. It's nice when there's no stress and you can just focus on performing. And I was blown away by the production afterwards when I got to watch it myself. And I'm excited to be a part of this one. And I'm spending the whole weekend in Montreal and Sunday night. I think there's some more amateur fights that are a little north of Montreal that I'm going to check out. So it's going to be fun.
For sure, and let's hope this time that they don't fuck up the weigh-in, man, because the commission was
Yeah.
tripping on weigh-in day, man. They were
Yeah.
tripping. They were. Oh man, they I think they switched it up 3 to 4 times. Like the
Mhm.
time, the way that oh no, we're gonna do the medicals first, then they're gonna wait. Oh no, then
Yeah.
no, finally they're gonna wait. Then we're gonna do. Oh no, finally we're gonna do the medicals. Then they're oh finally it's at like it's right now. It's not in 1 hour. It's like right fucking now we're doing
Yeah.
it
Uh,
and like
that's
they
a big
had
step
the
for me.
yeah they had the I think that's the major problem that happened. They had people from like public health
Hmm.
that were there, and that were really looking, oh, yeah,
On
RP,
top
we
of,
don't want more than X people in the room, and like
mm,
because they were really heavy into their COVID stuff. So
mhm.
I feel like they were kind of stressed out because they had like more guidelines to follow. So they kind of messed the way in up like completely for you and for other guys too.
Yeah, I'm glad we're in a more positive area coming into May with all this. There's just a lot less stress, right? And I'm not sure when the mandates with the mask will be lifted in Quebec.
They just extended it 2 more weeks. That's kind of shit, but that I think it's mid-May, so it's gonna be after the event. But that's the only thing left in Quebec right now. There's
Mhm.
no like
Nice.
vaccine passports and stuff,
Mm.
and like
Indoor
government took the
dining and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and nice. Yeah, should be a good show. It's a new venue, right? Have you seen this venue?
Yeah, I've been to show at this venue plenty times. It's a good venue for sure. And thing that's cool for Daniel is that like before MMA, and he's got a food catering company. Basically,
Mm.
that's what he does for a living, and that's what he did before MMA.
Okay.
So at this venue, I think the only like restaurant I think there's a Subway inside, basically,
Mm.
but like there's no alcohol and there's no food, so
Fully catered.
he's gonna be fully catering the event, and
All
he's
right.
gonna be able to sell his food and sell his liquor, which could improve. And it's a bigger place than Olympia. It's a
Okay.
really cool place, cool setup for MMA. To be honest, I always enjoyed the events that I attended back
Yeah,
at
I'm
that time.
excited. And as much as I wanted to fight in in February, it'll be nice to be in Montreal in May, not a cold Montreal winter. So it's going to
No,
be good.
for sure. Montreal gets way nicer in the summer, man.
Yeah.
Though we just had a fucking. Did you have a snowstorm like this week? We
It
had
did.
one. It was
It did.
awful.
Yeah. Did get some snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Easter weekend.
Yeah, that was just
Mhm.
the worst. But I think we're through with that now.
Mhm.
So yeah, like you said, the event is gonna be really fun because there's some cool matchups, some guys we know, but also some new guys at
Yeah. It seems
every
like
weight class,
it's a more
including your weight
international
class.
card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys from Mexico, I think Brazil, and France. So it's going to be good.
Yep, and lots of pro debuts. Like all the amateurs that have been waiting in Quebec for a while,
Mhm.
they're all licensed. Everything's good, and they're ready to fight on this
Nice.
event.
Yeah.
So,
This
play,
this
play,
next generation kind of hit a stall for a while, eh?
yeah, shit,
So
man.
mhm.
We're just resuming. Like I'm going to an amateur event tomorrow, basically,
Okay.
and that's gonna be the first time I go to an amateur event since I think last time was MFL because I was doing a jiu-jitsu match on the
Oh,
card.
nice.
So 2019, like
Damn.
basically. So
Yeah.
it's
A lot of hungry guys coming up.
yeah.
Should be
There's
good.
no amateur in Ontario too, I think.
No, not since the first couple months of 2020. hmm
That's tough for the guys, man.
There's good talent too. There's good talent, man. So I'm sure the ball will start rolling again.
Yeah, that's what we hope. That's why we're here and we're trying to promote these events and trying to get the ball back rolling. Because, like you said, there's good talent. Quebec, Ontario. I feel like we've always been the hotbed for MMA. Like there's good talent in the West for sure, but it's always been Quebec and Ontario, like the
Yeah.
best fighters, the GSPs, the Pat Cote, the Ominix Stouts,
hmm
and fucking
Got new
Jesse
people breaking
Ronson.
onto the UFC scene, like Jesse
Yep,
Ronson's back, Michael Malott,
yep,
Jasmine.
yep. They're all
Mm,
doing really great, man. It's cool to see all of them.
mm.
So, man, thanks a lot for taking the time once
Thank
again.
you. Yeah,
Always a pleasure to have you on, my guy. So
it's going to
I'm
be a great show. So I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy you're a part of it.
for
See you in
sure.
May.
Yes,
Mhm.
see you back there, and we're always happy to have you, man. Really, really cool fighter who puts it all
Mhm.
on the line, whatever the results. So
Yeah,
we're always
let's do
down
a
for
follow
people
up
like you, man.
interview after this next performance.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna celebrate the win.
You got it.
Let's go, my man. Thanks a lot.